Welcome to the tutorial on how to create a picture card in Sendout Cards. So first, simply click on Send a Card. And when you come up to the card catalog, you'll of course see all of your different categories down the left-hand side. And to create a picture card, simply click at the top where it says Create a Picture Plus 2.0 card. Now it will let you choose your layout, whether you'd like a horizontal card or a vertical card, and also which format you'd like to send, postcard, greeting card, 3-panel, or big card. So I'm going to go ahead and click on a 2-panel vertical card. So now as it comes up, you'll notice we have two thumbnails at the top. One of them is to customize the front of the card, and one is to customize the inside of the card. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the front of the card and click on Pictures on the top left. So you can take any photograph and use it from your Sendout card system, or simply upload more pictures. You can upload up to 40 at a time, I believe, but I find that it's usually better to do them no more than 10 at a time. And then your pictures are going to appear here, or you can organize them into different categories, or you can even keyword them. So go ahead and watch the tutorial on how to manage your pictures to be able to find your pictures more easily. But I'm going to go ahead and just take a photograph. So you can see I'm going to take a picture and just drag it inside the card. Now you'll notice how this is a horizontal picture, and so it's stretched it vertically on my card. And if I wanted to, I could click on there and center it based on what I'd like to be in the center of the card. But I'm going to go ahead and click on Templates to show you how you can also use the templates to fill the card and frame your photo. So in the templates, there's different categories. Let's say that it's someone's birthday. So I'm going to click on birthday. And then I'm going to scroll down and choose a template that looks like this. So that's going to instantly put my picture in that frame and in that template that fills the card. Now, the nice thing about templates is, let's say that this is not a birthday card, but I want to use this template. You can remove pieces of it. So if I hover my mouse and you see 1 Year Better get highlighted, I can click on it and hit remove. Or I could hover my mouse over this cupcake and hit remove, or the candle and hit remove. So you can still use any template that you want and just remove elements of that template that don't fit the card that you want. So then I could add a blank text item and type something down below. Or I could click on elements, which are essentially just clip art that you can decorate with. And I could go down to birthday here and add something else that I wanted there. Either, balloons or clip art, or I could even do a phrase. So I could take, the words happy birthday and stretch that into the card, etc. So all of this clip art you can stretch, you can move it where you want it, you can even tilt it, and basically create your own templates by using the elements. So you can search by category and drag them into the card, and anything that you don't want, just go ahead and highlight it and you can just hit remove. Now the inside of the card, I'll just show you some other neat features. So the cards are the same price no matter how many pictures you add, or clip art, or elements. So sometimes it's nice to be able to put a background in that card. So let's say I wanted the inside of this card to be this kind of watercolor here. And I can stretch it all the way and take the blue box right here and stretch it all the way down so that it covers the whole left-hand side of my card with a pattern. And I could do the same thing with the other color on the other side, so that when they open this card, it almost changes the appearance of the paper when you have a color or a texture. So, and then I could go ahead and type my message like usual. And of course, you know that you can add photographs into the inside of a card as well. So if you want to take a picture and drag it in, and then maybe you want to put a frame around it, you can go to Photo Frames, and you can find one that fits approximately the size of the picture that you want. Frame it around the picture by stretching your edges. And then you can even stretch your picture. Since obviously the picture doesn't quite fill the frame, you can click on your picture and now stretch out your picture to fill the rest of that frame. Now another neat feature that I'm going to show you is something called span. So if you take a picture, let's just for example use this sunset. So if we take a picture and drag it inside our card and we hit this button called span, it's going to stretch across the entire 2 panels of that card. Or if it's a 3-panel card, it will stretch across 3 panels. So this is an incredibly impressive way to have someone open up a card and see a picture stretching across the whole thing. And you can use your elements to write on inside that card. You can either write in white. So for example, let's say in this text box we want to say something we can highlight our text, click on the color and go to the color wheel and click on white just in the center there and hit OK. And now anything that you're typing, you can see that. Or you could take an element, let's say you want to go to bulletin board and find a little sticky note to drag inside a card. So now you can, put an element over that picture and type something in that box. Move that box onto the sticky note, maybe put it in black instead of white, and then you're good to go to write whatever you want on that sticky. Okay, so there's endless possibilities, adding photographs, adding borders and frames, adding clip art, and even one of the fun clip arts that I want to point out is under the category called clip art, where you can add a voice bubble or a thought bubble to what someone is thinking in a picture. So this is very popular too. Let's say you want this guy on the beach to be thinking, why would anyone live anywhere else? So you can use these thought bubbles or voice bubbles in the clip art category to really personalize your pictures as well. And then one last thing that's kind of fun is that if you go to your element category and search for the one called backgrounds, solid colors. And a lot of people don't even know this is there. Again, these are solid colors that you can drag inside the card. But at the very bottom of the entire list, it looks like there's nothing here, but if you hover your mouse, you see it appear. And it's actually an opaque covering. So let's say you have a photograph that you want to write over, but you want to kind of gray the picture out a little bit. So you can take that opaque, swivel it around, and stretch it across whatever panel you would like. And now you're still going to see the picture through it. If you notice, you can still see the picture, but it's just in the vague, opaque background. And there are some more opaque choices listed under photo effects in that element category, and you can see them here when I drag them into the card. Different levels of opaqueness. So that's a great way to write over something but still have the picture shine through. So once you get your card looking great, there's two things to do quickly. You'll notice that up above there's two buttons. One of them is print preview, and that's always a good thing to click on so you can just double check and make sure that nothing is being cut off, like words that you want in there in the cutoff line, and make sure that you've stretched all your elements to the very edge of the card so there's no white showing. So you can double check that. And if you want to look at the front of your card, you can click on the front thumbnail and again hit print preview and it will show you the front. And then the other button is this Save as Picture Plus card. So every time you create a card, I suggest always saving it in your card catalog. Even if you don't think you're going to send it to someone else, you'll have it if you want to send one to yourself or to show someone what you created. And so if you click Save as Picture Plus card, this card is going to get saved in your card catalog underneath My Cards and Picture Plus cards. So I'll show you that in a second. But that's a great way to be able to save your cards, especially if you do think you're ever going to send it to anyone else again. Maybe for your business, if you create a card with your logos on it, you're always going to want to save it as a picture card so that it's able to be sent again from your card catalog. So if we wanted to do that, we could simply go into Send a Card and then look at My Cards and Picture Plus cards. And there's the card that we've just created, saved in our picture cards. So we could simply click on it and create a 2-panel card, and it takes us right back into that card to send to somebody else, or you can edit it at that point. So always be sure to save your picture cards once you create them, or else you'll have to recreate it all over again if you wanted to send it to somebody else. So have some fun with your cards, really enjoy using the photographs, the clip art, the elements. It's totally the same price no matter how many you add. So make some great looking cards and enjoy using your pictures on these cards to really make someone's day.